foundation inspection. The grade is pulling away from the edge of the foundation. Requires a little bit more watering. Here we have a downpipe. Good, we've got downpipes, we've got gutters, but what you've got here is erosion. You can see where the downpipe's entering onto the grade and it's wearing it away, washing it away. That needs to be fixed. What you want to do is put gutter extensions on. We're at the right hand elevation. We have some settlement in the building. You can see here this whole crack up here. What is actually happening is this end of the building is settling away, and that's quite a considerable amount of movement there. We have had a good 3/8 of an inch movement. Yes, so there's quite a lot of settlement here. Here we've got differential cracking in the brickwork. On the right hand front elevation of the building, we're now at the left hand elevation, and we have the grade has dropped away from the building, and we have holes appearing in the grade next to the foundation. More holes here, quite a considerable amount of subsidence and drop in the grade here. Now that's at the left hand elevation. This is the grounding bar for the electrical system. It's disconnected. We're at the rear right hand elevation. Again, we're inspecting the foundation walls for subsidence. We're at the rear left elevation. I cannot get near the foundation. Look, there's just stuff piled up here. But what I can see is we've got undermining due to downpipe from a water pipe, from a downpipe from the gutter, undermining the foundation here. So with the foundation undermined at 2 points on the left-hand elevation, and we have considerable subsidence on the right-hand elevation. I'm going to recommend that you have a foundation specialist look at this property for you. Around the building is okay. We have a swale here, it's sloping away, slopes away here, slopes on either side. So the grading around the building is okay. We're now going to inspect the roof. I'm standing at the front elevation of the property, and you can see these lines running up here. See the discoloration? There's likelihood that we've got wind lift here. This is where the wind starts to lift the shingles from the roof. Here you can see it's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up here. It's the early stages of the roof actually coming off in a windstorm. We also have some mechanical damage here, 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 and that's just a strip, so that's not damage. Let's get on the roof proper and see what we've got. Standing on the roof proper, okay, well, we've got staples here. It's been stapled, but the staples haven't been caulked, and so they're going to rust out, and that will cause a problem with the roof in the future. It'll start to leak. It'll be a slow leak, but it'll be a leak. We're at the front right elevation, and we have a lifting that's completely loose. This will be leaking. So okay, the roof is leaking. You can see here we've got a break in the actual boot. It's split there, and look, I can move it. I can move it up and down. Not good. So this roof is leaking. In addition, we have nails that have been driven through. They're actually in the wrong place. They should be down here and here, and there should be some adhesive. This was installed incorrectly in the first place. Very bad job. On the roof proper. Again, we've got boots here showing where split. Water will be getting through there. Considerable amounts of water. Along the ridge, again we've got staples that need caulking. The boot is looking okay. That one's okay. I'm standing at the front elevation of the property. You can see the road there, and here you can see this area, this triangle area here. This is shingles. Well, they're almost flat. Shingles are not designed to go on a flat surface. They need to go at an angle. This actually should be a flashing in this area here to ensure it won't leak. It is an area of high probability of leaking in the future. I'm in the attic. I'm at the entrance. It's not possible to enter this attic because the access is limited due to the absence of an attic ladder. All I have is a set of steps, and there's not room to bring a proper ladder in. The issues are very basic. Here you can see we've got a vent. It's for a bathroom, and it's exhausting into the attic itself. It shouldn't. It should exhaust outside the building. This is going to be emptying damp into the attic and cause condensation, and all sorts of issues can come with that. We've got another one further down, up there, just about see it. Very difficult, I know. The attic itself is a manufactured prefabricated attic. All the trusses were manufactured on site and bought on. There's no immediate sign of water penetration, but as I said to you in the video earlier, areas where you've got the vent pipes like here, this vent pipe here, is likely to have water leaking because the condition of the flashing. I'm at the attic access, and I have to point out that you can't use this garage as a garage, and the reason is that here you can see this is the attic door. It's a piece of sheetrock. It's 5/8. This is 5/8. Now it's 5/8 for a particular reason. It's a fire stop, and to make it a perfect fire stop, this surface here needs to be sealed. It needs a weather seal on it so that air cannot flow into the attic, because if it can flow into the attic, so can fumes and so can a fire, and instead of being contained in the garage, which is the design goal, it actually gets into the house. Now it won't stop, a fire seal will not stop fire getting in, it just delays it long enough for the occupants to get out. So very important, it's got to have a fire stop on it. The door, garage door, just checking operation. Condition of the rollers, it's working. There's no apparent damage to it on the day of the inspection. Now I'm standing at the front elevation of the house. I'm particularly concerned about this area here. You can see water's penetrated it. Every window around this house where we have a brick veneer is in need of recorking, because all of the corking is cracked, and that means water is penetrating on these windows. So this is the front elevation. We have a side elevation here, and here gallons of water are going to be getting in. You can see this gap here. This is caused by subsidence. Again, you'll need an engineer to look at it, or a foundation specialist. But all the way along here we have very, very poor corking, and every window is going to leak. So I recommend every window on the house is corked. At the front elevation, we're looking at the porch, and we have subsidence here. See here, we've got a crack in the actual arch, and yeah, it's cracked here. Now, you often get cracks in this area, it's not uncommon, but this is actually caused by the movement of the building. So I can confidently say that the front right elevation of the property is sinking, and that's what's causing these cracks. And we've got more cracks here over the wall here, and down here you can see lots of cracks. So we have a lot of subsidence at the front right elevation of the property. This is the air conditioning compressor on the exterior. The insulation on the coal pipes has come away. It needs to be replaced. It reduces efficiency. There's damage to the fins at the bottom. Some of this damage up here, higher damage, could have been caused by hail. I don't know what the temperature is. We're going to see whether or not we can turn it on. But if it's below 60, it will not run. water heater. It's actually located in the downstairs. This is a water heater. It's incorrectly installed. For a start, it doesn't have a drain line taking the water from the drain pan, safety pan here, to the outside world. You can see that it's not connected to anything. So if it does flood, it'll flood this pan and then it'll flood the house. This is the temperature pressure relief valve. You can see that it's disconnected. I have no idea why it's gone this way. But it is. I don't think it's ever been connected. We can't test it because it's going to let hot water out of here. This is actually makes the tank dangerous. It's now unsafe. Looking for the clear outs. Here they are. One clear out. Should be two. But I can only identify one actual clear out. Yep, only one clear out as far as I can determine. Of course I can't tear the bushes out just to make sure they're not here, but see how that one sticks out. Here we are here. You can clearly see it. There should be two of those. There's only one.